Welcome to the Emotional Balance Sheet, the go-to podcast for parents with multiple kids, especially those with twins, triplets, or more, who are navigating the maze of modern family life and personal finance. Whether you're overwhelmed by education or retirement planning, parenting dilemmas, career transitions, or trying to define your purpose and plan, we're here to guide you with empathy, encouragement, and expertise. Hosted by Paul Fenner, founder of Tama Capital, a certified financial planner and parent to 4 kids, including a set of triplets, our podcast is your ally in the quest for financial peace of mind, proving that money matters, but family comes first. Subscribe now and join our community of empowered parents at tamacapital.com.
This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for investment decisions. Clients of TAMA may retain positions in the securities discussed in this podcast.
What does comprehensive financial planning even mean? At Tama Capital, it means a family office where lifestyle planning such as retirement, college, portfolio management, tax prep, and planning all are under one umbrella. But it goes beyond numbers. We focus as much on the emotional side of financial planning as we do on the financial side. We get you. We understand your challenges of building a family, business, or career, and a healthy life. We are devoted to wealth planning for families like yours because we are you. Learn how our family can help your family by visiting tamacapital.com.
With the holiday season upon us, we all know the importance of taking a breather, stepping away from our daily grind and responsibilities to recharge and rejuvenate. Back when I was in corporate space, the entire industry that I was in would shut down for about 2 weeks. It was awesome. But it got me thinking, how many days of vacation do we truly need to achieve that state of zen, that perfect harmony between life and work? In the whirlwind of life, we often find ourselves caught up in the vortex of work, family, and societal obligations. It's a never-ending marathon, and we sometimes forget the necessity of pausing, of taking a breather. But let's be honest, a single day off isn't enough to unwind. It's like taking a quick sip of water during a marathon. It helps, but it doesn't quite quench the thirst. So what's the sweet spot? How many vacation days do you need to take? Is it a week, 2 weeks, a month? The answer isn't as simple as we'd like it to be because it depends on a plethora of factors, such as your stress levels, your job demands, and your own personal circumstances. But there is a consensus starting to build around many psychologists and researchers that 8 days is that magic number. Yes, 8 days. While 8 days may seem like a random number, there's a reason why it comes into focus. A study from Redbound University in the Netherlands found that vacation happiness peaked at 8 days. The reason? It's long enough to properly disconnect, shake off the work stress, and immerse ourselves in the joy of exploration and, most importantly, which is hard for me, relaxation. But it's not so long that we start to worry about the avalanche of emails awaiting our return, or the houseplants that were left behind that could be dead by now. Why is the number of vacation days important when it comes to financial planning? Specific research among neuroscientists and psychologists is clear. Sufficient rest is critical to sound financial decision making. See the show notes with this episode that can be found on our website, tamacapital.com, for further details. But after a period of rest, people make better decisions and are less prone to risky behavior. This is because our prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for logical thinking and decision makings, functions more effectively after rest. However, let's remember, every individual is unique. You might be someone who feels fully recharged after a long weekend away, or perhaps you're someone who needs a fortnight to unwind completely. That's perfectly okay. But it's critical to listen to your own body and mind and understand your unique needs and plan your time off accordingly. Ultimately, the perfect vacation or break isn't about the number of days off, but how well you disconnect. And again, there's this word, rejuvenate, and are able to return to your life with renewed energy and a fresh perspective. Whether that takes 4 days or 8 days or 2 weeks is entirely up to you. The key is to ensure your vacation or break leaves you feeling refreshed, recharged, and ready to conquer the world. So go ahead, plan that vacation, plan that break. Your financial plan will thank you for it. So, what did we learn? Spending some time exploring the connection between the duration of vacations or breaks and their impact on your decision making is vital. As I pointed out, 8 days could be the optimal length for a break to enhance cognitive function and financial planning abilities. But with most things in life, it's all dependent on you. Sufficient rest, such as the gains from a vacation, can significantly impact and improve your decision-making abilities and, most importantly, reduce risky behavior, which can have a positive impact on your financial plan and other important life decisions you're making. If you've enjoyed this conversation, could you do me a favor? Do you know anyone else who would enjoy these types of conversations where we talk about the intersections of our emotional and financial lives? Because if you do, it's actually going to help both of us. Could you share this conversation with someone? They will think you're great because you just gave them this terrific podcast, and it helps me grow my audience. Or you can tell them to go to tamacapital.com. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Emotional Balance Sheet Podcast. Please visit tamacapital.com to subscribe to this podcast or to connect with certified financial planner and registered investment advisor Paul Fenner of Tama Capital. And please join us again next time on the Emotional Balance Sheet Podcast.